Many years ago here in the United Kingdom, and I'm going to tell this story. It's a very powerful one. It's a story about a man called Matthew Ashimolowo. At the time in the United Kingdom, I just couldn't find people who were my age to relate to, who are in ministry. So this person shows up, used to come from abroad to come and minister in the United Kingdom. So we became friends. The imbalance became obvious from the fact that I visited him 70 times. He visited me 3 times. That's the first sign. And I should have known this is a sign of imbalance. Sign of imbalance. As we stepped out of a church denomination to start KICC, I chose that he would be one of our trustees. So we had 2 assistant ministers those days. Pastor Esther, please help me to celebrate Pastor Esther. And another guy. This guy, I gave him the documents to take to my friend. He was staying at the Hilton, somewhere around Earl Square or something. I can't remember right now. No. It's not far from Piccadilly. There's a Hilton not far from Piccadilly. And he was staying there. And as this assistant takes the document to him to sign, I mean, this guy I'm talking about went on TV recently, 2 years ago, and said the reason I no longer relate to Matthew Ashimolowo is because he raised all offerings somewhere, somehow. What a lie. I'm the one who cut you off because you are a toxic person. When my assistant brought the form to him, he said to the assistant, what are you still doing with Pastor Matthew? You need to leave. You need to leave immediately. The young man gives him the form, he signs, the young man comes back and he says, Pastor, sir, did you say that person is your friend? I said, yes. He said, he just spoke to me and said, what am I doing around you? That I should leave. I kept it. Did not ask him. Decided that soup does not move in the stomach of an elder. I just kept relating to him. But then the biggest one he would do, I used to be the distributor of Christian books in the whole of West Africa. The sole distributor. One 7 a.m., got a call from a lady, an African American, who related to both of us. She said, Pastor Matthew, sorry to wake you up this early, but something happened here in America yesterday that I thought you need to know. Your friend and another author have flown by private jet to Tulsa, Oklahoma, to go and cancel your exclusive right to distribute books, and that they should give him the same right. And I'm thinking, what did you say? She said, yes. He flew there, and Harrison House Honor Books, the president, Keith Provance, called his staff and said, sorry, we're canceling the exclusive right of Pastor Matthew's book company. They should no longer be our exclusive distributors in West Africa. At this time, we were buying books of $200,000 from them. I'm talking about 30 years ago. $200,000. My friend flew there, canceled and said he wanted the same right. And he was one of our customers. And so they canceled it, gave him the same right. That afternoon, my bookstore manager is in the US for the booksellers convention. She approaches their international salesperson. They say, oh, we're here to order our books for this year. And the international salesperson, Susan Janos, said, do you know so-and-so preacher? I'm not mentioning names. And she said, I know him. He's one of our biggest customers. She said, well, he just showed up in our office and asked that your exclusive distributorship should be canceled and be shared with him. And my boss, because a friend came with him, have canceled your international, and he's also a distributor now. And she's crying on the phone as she's talking to me from the US. Mrs. Esther Ajayi, she's crying on the phone. I said, don't cry, I already heard since morning. How did you hear? I said, someone who could not handle the ethical nonsense called me as early as 7 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 days later, my friend lands in London and rings me and said, may I speak to the senior pastor of Kingsway International Christian Center? That's how they flatter you. Whereas they have killed you. And then this young person says, oh, I no longer relate. No, it's not you who stopped. It's me who saw that this is not the path of righteousness. Look at me. Not only will this guy, I don't know what he used to suffer from 3 things. Pathological jealousy, pathological criticism. He just couldn't handle it. His problem is he always attacks those whom he feels are blessed. He would take my book to his congregation and tear it in front of them. I have never mentioned it here before. This is the first time.